Welcome back to the Big Coins Dealer, everyone. If you're into coins and are curious about those hidden treasures that might be lurking in your pocket change, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into a specific coin that could be worth a small fortune, the 2009 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. That's right, this little coin could potentially be worth up to $1 million. So, if you have one of these in your collection, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. Make sure you stick around till the end because I'll be revealing what makes this penny so valuable and how you can identify one of these rare coins. First, let's talk a bit about the history of the 2009 Lincoln penny. This particular year was a special one for the Lincoln cent because it marked the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, as well as the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln penny itself. To celebrate, the United States Mint released 4 different designs on the reverse side of the penny, each representing different stages of Lincoln's life. These designs included Lincoln's birth and early childhood in Kentucky, his formative years in Indiana, his professional life in Illinois, and his presidency in Washington, D.C. The 2009 Lincoln pennies were released in 2 versions, the standard zinc-coated copper and a special copper version made for collectors. The latter was composed of 95% copper, which is the same composition as the original 1909 Lincoln penny. However, the penny we are focusing on today is the 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, which was struck in Philadelphia. Now you might be wondering, what exactly makes the 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special and potentially worth $1 million? The answer lies in its rarity and unique characteristics. Most pennies minted in 2009 were produced in vast quantities, but certain batches had some interesting anomalies that make them highly sought after by collectors. Coins with no mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Generally, Philadelphia does not include a mint mark on pennies, which is why you won't see a P on these coins. However, the real value comes from rare errors and variations that occurred during the minting process. These error coins are often considered one-of-a-kind finds. For example, certain 2009 pennies have die cracks, double dies, or other minting mistakes that make them incredibly valuable. It's these small details that can turn a regular penny into a valuable collector's item. So, how can you tell if your 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is worth a lot of money? First and foremost, you'll want to inspect the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass to check for any signs of doubling on the letters, especially on the words "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date, 2009. If you notice any doubling, you might have a double die coin, which is worth significantly more than its face value. Another thing to look for is any unusual marks or die cracks. Pay attention to Lincoln's portrait, especially around his eyes, mouth, and the edges of his profile. These errors can increase the coin's value exponentially. Additionally, coins with pristine conditions, also known as uncirculated coins, are highly desirable. If your penny has little to no signs of wear, it could be classified as mint state and fetch a much higher price in the market. Let's get into the exciting part, the potential value of these coins. As I mentioned earlier, certain 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies have been known to sell for thousands of dollars, and in some extremely rare cases, even reach up to $1 million. Most valuable examples tend to be graded by professional coin grading services such as PCGS or NGC. A coin in flawless mint condition with unique errors could bring in the big bucks at auction. It's important to remember that the value of these coins can vary greatly depending on their condition, rarity, and specific characteristics. While most 2009 pennies are only worth their face value, finding one with unique errors or in perfect condition could change your financial game. There have been reports of collectors paying top dollar for these rare variations. If you think you've hit the jackpot with one of these rare pennies, the next step is to figure out where to sell it. Your best bet is to get it professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable grading service. This will not only give you a better idea of the coin's worth but also make it easier to sell to serious collectors. You can list your coin on online auction sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or even take it to a coin dealer for a direct sale. Remember to do your research and avoid scams. Always deal with trusted buyers to ensure you get the best value for your rare find. So, there you have it. The 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could potentially be worth $1 million if you're lucky enough to have one with rare errors or in perfect mint condition. It's amazing to think that something as small as a penny could hold so much value. Make sure to check your pocket change, look through your old coin jars, and search your coin collections. Who knows? You might be holding on to a hidden treasure without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on future videos about valuable coins. We're diving into an exciting topic that could turn your pocket change into a life-changing fortune. That's right, we're talking about the 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, which has recently gained attention for its staggering value in the market, reaching up to $1.1 million. If you have one of these coins, you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. So, let's explore what makes this penny so valuable and what to look for to see if you have one in your possession. First off, let's talk about the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, originally designed by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, the design has seen some changes, but it remains one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. The 1989 Lincoln penny may look like any ordinary penny, but there's something special about this particular version that has collectors on the hunt. Now, you may be wondering what exactly makes a 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth over $1 million. Well, here's the secret. The no-mint mark indicates that this penny was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically does not include a mint mark on its pennies. However, there are certain rare features and errors that can drastically increase the value of this seemingly common coin. These rare 1989 pennies are not your average coins, and the key to their value lies in their unique characteristics, condition, and errors. One of the most sought-after features in these 1989 Lincoln pennies is known as the double die obverse. This means that the front side of the coin, specifically Lincoln's portrait, date, and lettering, may appear slightly doubled. This doubling effect is usually the result of a misalignment during the minting process. If you spot any doubling on your 1989 penny, you might be looking at a coin that could fetch a high price at auction. Another feature that can significantly increase the value of a 1989 Lincoln penny is the coin's condition, often referred to as its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for coins in mint state condition, which means they show no signs of wear and tear and still have their original luster. If your 1989 penny is in pristine condition, it could be worth much more than face value. But that's not all. Another rare variant to watch out for is a misstrike or off-center error. Coins with off-center strikes occur when the blank coin planchet is not properly aligned with the dies during the minting process. These errors can result in coins with missing details or off-center designs, which are highly prized by collectors. If you have a 1989 Lincoln penny with a noticeable off-center strike, you might be holding a highly valuable piece. So, how can you determine if your 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is worth $1 million? The first step is to carefully inspect your coin under a magnifying glass. Look for any signs of doubling on the obverse, check the coin's condition, and see if there are any unusual features like off-center strikes or other minting errors. If you believe you have a rare penny, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. A professional grading can authenticate your coin and give it an official grade, which can significantly boost its market value. Now, let's talk about some recent sales that have shocked the coin collecting community. In the past few years, some 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies with unique errors and in top conditions have sold for astounding prices at auctions. For example, a pristine 1989 penny with a double die obverse error fetched over $1 million at auction, setting a record for the series. These auction results have fueled the interest of collectors and investors, driving up the value of these rare coins even further. So, Where can you sell your rare 1989 Lincoln penny if you're lucky enough to find one? There are several options. You can sell it at a reputable auction house specializing in rare coins, listed on online auction platforms like eBay, or reach out to coin dealers who can offer appraisals and purchase offers. Make sure to do your research and choose a trusted venue to get the best price for your valuable find. Before we wrap up, here are some quick tips for coin hunting. Always check your pocket change and coin jars for rare pennies. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. If you happen to visit flea markets, garage sales, or estate sales, keep an eye out for old coin collections. Sometimes, rare coins end up in these places without their owners realizing their true value. And if you're serious about coin collecting, consider investing in a coin magnifier, a coin book guide, and coin flips to protect your finds. In conclusion, the 1989 no mint mark Lincoln penny might look like an ordinary penny, but if it has the right features and is in excellent condition, it could be worth a small fortune. This tiny copper coin could be your ticket to becoming a millionaire. So, take the time to check your pennies, do your research, and who knows, you might just discover a treasure hiding in your pocket change. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins worth big money, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. We're diving into an incredible discovery, the 1994 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, which has recently shocked collectors and enthusiasts by being valued at a staggering $1.2 million in the market. Yes, you heard that right, a penny worth over $1 million. Let's uncover the details behind this valuable coin, how to identify it, and why it's worth so much money. First, let's talk about the history of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, it has become one of the most iconic and widely recognized coins in the United States. Over the years, the Lincoln penny has gone through various changes in design, composition, and minting locations. But today, our focus is on the 1994 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, which has gained attention for its exceptional value. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly does it mean when a penny has no mint mark? Well, the United States Mint produces coins at several locations, including Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, and West Point. Coins minted in Philadelphia usually do not have a mint mark, while those from Denver carry a D mark, and San Francisco coins often have an S. The absence of a mint mark indicates that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. However, what makes the 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny so special is not just the absence of the mark but rather a combination of factors that make it rare and highly valuable. One of the key factors that contribute to the high value of this coin is its condition. Coins graded as MS or mint state are considered to be in pristine condition, showing no signs of wear, scratches, or damage. The 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny that sold for $1.2 million was in an almost perfect mint state condition, graded as MS-70 by professional coin grading services. This level of preservation is extremely rare for a coin that has been in circulation for decades. But that's not all. There are also certain unique features and errors that can significantly increase the value of a 1994 Lincoln penny. Some of these coins have been found with doubled dies, where the design elements appear doubled due to a misalignment during the striking process. A doubled die error can add thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of dollars to the value of a coin, especially if it's in mint condition. The most desirable error coins are often those with doubling on the date, the word Liberty, or In God We Trust. Another feature to look out for is the coin's luster and strike quality. The best examples of 1994 no mint mark Lincoln pennies have a brilliant, reflective surface with sharp details. Coins that exhibit strong luster and a well-defined strike are more likely to attract high bids at auctions, driving their value up significantly. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare and valuable 1994 no mint mark Lincoln pennies? Here are some tips to help you identify whether your coin could be worth a fortune. First, examine your coin carefully for any signs of doubling, especially on the date, lettering, or design features. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop for a closer look. Even minor doubling can greatly increase the coin's value. Next, check the coin's condition. Is it in mint state with no visible signs of wear or damage? Look for sharp edges, a bright luster, and no scratches. If you believe your coin is in exceptional condition, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. An MS-70 grade is ideal, but even coins in the MS-65 to MS-69 range can be worth a significant amount. You should also weigh your penny. Most 1994 pennies were made from copper-plated zinc and should weigh around 2.5 grams. If your coin is significantly heavier or lighter, it could indicate a rare error or variation. Lastly, check with online coin forums, auction sites, and coin appraisal experts. Many collectors are actively searching for rare Lincoln pennies to add to their collections. If your coin meets the criteria, it could attract high bids from eager buyers. Now, let's talk about why this particular penny is worth such a high amount. The value of rare coins is driven by supply and demand. The fewer examples there are of a coin in pristine condition, the more collectors are willing to pay to own one. Additionally, coins with unique errors or features are always in high demand because they are considered one-of-a-kind pieces. In the case of the 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny, it's believed that only a few examples in perfect mint state with error features have been discovered, making it extremely rare. Auctions for coins like these can be fierce, with collectors willing to pay top dollar to own a piece of numismatic history. So, what should you do if you come across a 1994 Lincoln penny with no mint mark? First, don't spend it as regular change. Take a moment to carefully examine it, as it could be worth much more than just a single cent. Store it in a protective case to avoid scratches or damage, and if you believe it could be valuable, have it authenticated and graded. You might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Before we wrap up, here's a quick recap. The 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth as much as $1.2 million if it's in mint state and has rare errors. Always check your pocket change and old coin collections because you never know when you might find a hidden gem. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this content and want to learn more about rare coins that could make you rich, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We're diving deep into one of the most exciting finds in coin collecting, the 1997 D mint mark Lincoln penny that could be worth up to an astonishing $1.3 million. That's right, a single penny that could potentially change your life. So, if you've ever wondered if the pennies sitting in your piggy bank are worth more than just 1 cent, you're in for a treat. Let's get started. The Lincoln penny has been a beloved staple in American currency since its first release in 1909. Known for its distinctive image of President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, this coin has gone through various design changes over the years. But today, we're focusing on the 1997 Lincoln penny that carries the D mint mark. This tiny letter on the coin's face can make a massive difference in its value. Now, you might be asking, what's so special about a 1997 D Lincoln penny? To understand its significance, let's break it down. The D mint mark signifies that the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. In 1997, the U.S. Mint produced over 4.6 billion pennies at its Denver location. However, not all of them are created equal. Some pennies from that year, due to rare minting errors or unique characteristics, have become highly sought after by collectors. One of the key reasons why the 1997 D Lincoln penny is so valuable is because of rare errors that occurred during the minting process. These errors can include everything from off-center strikes, doubling on the coin's inscriptions, or even coins struck on the wrong type of metal planchet. These errors make the coin unique and significantly increase its value to collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for these rarities. Imagine discovering that one of these rare pennies has been sitting in your spare change jar for years. Some of these error pennies have been sold at auctions for thousands, even millions of dollars. That's where the story of the $1.3 million Lincoln penny comes into play. In recent years, a 1997 D Lincoln penny with an exceptionally rare error was sold for this jaw-dropping amount, making headlines in the numismatic world. So, what exactly should you be looking for in your 1997 D Lincoln pennies? The most common valuable error to look out for is doubling. This is often referred to as a double die error. You'll want to examine the coin closely, paying attention to the date and the inscriptions like, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the mint mark itself. If these details appear to have a shadow or are slightly duplicated, you might have a double die penny on your hands. Another valuable characteristic to look out for is the quality of the coin. Collectors and buyers often seek pennies that are in pristine condition. This means coins that have no scratches, discoloration, or signs of wear. In the numismatic world, these are graded as mint state or uncirculated. A high-grade 1997 D penny with a rare minting error could be your ticket to a huge payday. Let's talk a bit about how to identify and verify the value of your coin. If you suspect you have a valuable 1997 D penny, the first step is to get a magnifying glass and carefully inspect the coin for errors. You can also consider getting your coin professionally graded. A professional coin grading service can authenticate your coin's condition and error status, which can significantly boost its market value. The thrill of finding a valuable penny is what keeps many coin enthusiasts hooked. There's something incredibly exciting about the possibility of turning a single cent into $1 million treasure. But remember, not every 1997 D Lincoln penny is worth a fortune. Most of them are still just regular pennies. However, the rare ones with unique characteristics are worth seeking out. If you're wondering where to sell your rare 1997 D Lincoln penny, there are plenty of options available. You can take your coin to a local coin shop, listed on online auction sites like eBay, or even attend coin shows where collectors are actively buying. Getting multiple appraisals is a good idea to ensure you're getting the best possible value for your rare find. But here's a pro tip: don't rush to sell immediately. The coin market fluctuates, and holding onto a rare coin for a few more years could increase its value even more, especially if it's a rare error coin. Patience could pay off big time. To wrap things up, the world of coin collecting is filled with surprises, and the 1997 D Mintmark Lincoln penny is a shining example of that. Who knew that a simple penny could be worth $1.3 million? The next time you get some change back, take a closer look. You might just find a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Also, share this video with friends and family. You never know who might be sitting on $1 million penny. We're diving into one of the most exciting discoveries in the world of coin collecting, the 2008 D Mintmark Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. This ordinary-looking penny could potentially be worth up to a staggering $1.4 million. So if you've got some spare change lying around, you might want to take a closer look. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for to see if you've got one of these rare treasures. Let's start by taking a little trip back to 2008. The Lincoln penny has always been a staple in American currency, with its design paying homage to one of the most beloved presidents of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. But what makes the 2008 D Mintmark Lincoln penny so special? Why is it that some of these coins are fetching such a high price at auctions? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the basics of this penny. The D Mintmark indicates that this coin was minted in Denver. In 2008, the Denver Mint produced millions of these Lincoln pennies, making it a fairly common coin in circulation. However, not all pennies are created equal. While most of these pennies are only worth face value, there are a few that have become incredibly valuable due to certain rare features and errors. One of the most significant factors that can increase the value of a 2008 D penny is its condition. The highest valued coins are often found in what is known as mint state condition. This means the coin looks almost brand new, with no visible scratches, wear, or discoloration. Collectors and grading services use a scale from 1 to 70, known as the Sheldon scale, to rate the quality of coins. A 2008 D penny that is graded MS 68 or higher can be worth thousands of dollars due to its pristine condition. However, that's not all. The real jackpot is when you find a 2008 penny with rare errors or anomalies.so. What kind of errors should you be looking for? One of the most valuable types is known as a double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once by the die, creating a slightly blurred or doubled image. If you look closely at the details on a 2008 penny, especially the lettering or Lincoln's profile, you might notice a slight doubling effect. This kind of error can dramatically increase the coin's value. In fact, collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a 2008 Lincoln penny with a clear double die error. Another factor to watch out for is off-center strikes. This error occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in a portion of the design being cut off or shifted. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the penny becomes. Some off-center pennies can be worth hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars, especially if the date and mint mark are still visible. Now, you might be wondering, how did one of these pennies end up being worth as much as $1.4 million? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. In 2019, a rare 2008 Lincoln penny in flawless condition, featuring a unique error, was auctioned for a record-breaking price of $1.4 million. This particular penny was graded MS-70, the highest possible grade, and had a distinct minting error that made it one of a kind. The combination of its perfect condition and rarity drove collectors into a bidding frenzy, ultimately leading to its incredible value. So, how can you tell if your 2008 penny is worth anything? Here are a few quick tips for you to check. 1. Inspect the condition. Look for coins that have little to no wear. Coins in mint state condition are much more valuable. 2. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to closely examine the coin for any doubling on the letters or numbers, as well as any off-center strikes. 3. Get your coin graded. If you think you have a rare 2008 penny, it's worth getting it professionally graded by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase the value of your coin. 4. Compare to recent sales. Look at recent auction results to see how much similar pennies have sold for. This will give you an idea of your coin's potential value. Remember, the coin collecting market can be unpredictable. Prices fluctuate based on collector demand, economic factors, and the discovery of new rare coins. However, if you're lucky enough to find a 2008 Lincoln penny with rare errors and in mint condition, you could be holding onto a coin worth thousands, if not millions, of dollars. Before we wrap up, let's talk about how you can potentially find these valuable pennies. It might surprise you to learn that some of these rare coins are still in circulation today. So, the next time you get change from a store or dig through an old coin jar, take a moment to check those pennies. You never know, you might just stumble upon a coin that could change your life. And there you have it! The incredible story of the 2008 Mintmark Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1.4 million. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins to look out for, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin collecting tips and discoveries. We're diving into the world of rare coins and exploring the incredible value of the 1964 Lincoln penny with a DE Mintmark. You won't believe how valuable this coin can be, potentially reaching up to $1.5 million. That's right, a penny that could be sitting in your pocket right now might just be worth a small fortune. So, stick around as we uncover everything you need to know about this highly sought-after coin. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on discovering coins that could make you rich. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1964 Lincoln penny was minted in large quantities by the United States Mint. In that year alone, over 6 billion pennies were produced across all mints. The DE Mint mark on the coin indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint. While most of these pennies are quite common, there are some rare variations and high-grade examples that can be worth much more than face value. What makes the 1964 D penny so fascinating is that certain rare versions of this coin have captured the attention of collectors around the world, driving up its value to as high as $1.5 million in certain cases. Now you might be wondering, What exactly makes the 1964 D Lincoln penny so valuable? The answer lies in its condition, rarity, and certain unique errors that may have occurred during its minting process. Coins that are in pristine condition, often referred to as mint state, are highly coveted by collectors. These coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. A 1964 D penny that is graded as MS67 or higher, meaning it has exceptional luster and no visible marks, can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. But if you're lucky enough to find one with a perfect grade of MS68 or higher, you're looking at a coin that could be worth up to $1.5 million. Aside from the condition, some 1964 D pennies are worth a lot of money due to errors that occurred during the minting process. These errors are often accidental, but they make the coin unique and, therefore, more valuable. Some of the most valuable errors include doubled dies, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. A double die error, for example, occurs when the design is stamped twice on the coin, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect, especially on the lettering and numbers. If you find a 1964 D penny with a doubled die, you could be looking at a significant payout. The more pronounced the doubling, the more valuable the coin becomes. So, how can you identify if your 1964 D Lincoln penny is one of the rare and valuable ones? First, you'll want to check for the D mint mark just below the date on the obverse side of the coin, near Abraham Lincoln's bust. Next, examine the coin closely for any signs of errors, such as doubling on the lettering or unusual marks that could indicate a minting mistake. Using a magnifying glass or a coin microscope can help you see these details more clearly. If your penny appears to be in excellent condition with minimal wear, it's worth considering having it professionally graded. This process can determine its official grade and confirm any errors, which can significantly increase its value if you decide to sell it. Let's talk numbers. The average 1964 D Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth about 1 to 5 cents, essentially its face value. However, uncirculated examples in high grades can be worth a few $100s. But what truly gets collectors excited are those rare coins in mint state with high grades or unique errors. In recent years, there have been auction sales where a 1964 D penny in perfect condition sold for over $10,000. The current record for a 1964 D penny is one that sold for an astonishing $1.5 million, mainly because it was a perfect specimen with no flaws and was exceptionally well preserved. This shows the tremendous potential value of these coins if you happen to find a rare and high-quality example. Now you might be asking yourself, where can I find these valuable 1964 D Lincoln pennies? The good news is that you don't need to be a professional coin collector to start looking. Check your loose change, search through old piggy banks, or even ask friends and family if they have old coin collections. Estate sales, garage sales, and flea markets can also be treasure troves for finding rare coins. The key is to be patient and persistent. You never know when you might stumble upon a penny that could change your financial future. If you believe you've found a valuable 1964 D penny, the next step is to have it appraised by a professional coin dealer or get it graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. This can authenticate the coin and determine its true market value. Once you have a confirmed valuable coin, you can choose to sell it at an auction house, through online platforms like eBay, or even through specialized coin dealers. Keep in mind that rare coins often perform better at auctions, where collectors are willing to pay top dollar for unique finds. In conclusion, the 1964 D Lincoln penny is a prime example of how everyday items can turn into extraordinary treasures. While most of these pennies are common and worth only their face value, there are certain rare examples that can be worth life-changing amounts of money. So the next time you're sorting through your spare change, keep an eye out for the 1964 D penny. Who knows, you might just find one that's worth up to $1.50 million. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. If you enjoyed learning about valuable coins and want to discover more hidden treasures in your pocket change, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we're focusing on the 1967 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that has been reported to sell for as high as $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. This single penny could change your life. So, what makes this 1967 no mint mark penny so valuable? Let's break it down. In 1967, the United States Mint produced billions of pennies, but none of them were supposed to be extraordinary. They were minted without the usual mint marks, which typically indicate where a coin was produced. During that time, the U.S. Mint was trying to discourage coin collecting because it was leading to shortages in circulation. As a result, pennies from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco were all produced without a mint mark in that year. At first glance, this would make you think that a 1967 penny with no mint mark is common. But there's more to the story. The key to this penny's value lies in its rarity and condition. Most pennies from 1967 are found in average circulated condition. However, if you come across a penny that looks brand new, with a sharp strike and no signs of wear, you could be in possession of a rare gem. Coin collectors and numismatists are particularly interested in coins that are in pristine condition, and these are the ones that command sky-high prices at auctions. One of the most important factors that determine the value of a 1967 Lincoln penny is its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. If your penny is graded MS-67 or higher, you could be looking at a very valuable coin. But if it reaches that elusive MS-68, or even higher, that's when the value skyrockets into the millions. Now you may be wondering, how can a penny be worth $1.6 million? The answer lies in a few factors like demand, rarity, and the condition of the coin. In recent years, collectors have been willing to pay top dollar for high-grade 1967 pennies. In one rare instance, a 1967 Lincoln penny with no mint mark sold for an astonishing $1.6 million because it was nearly perfect in every way. That's why coin collectors always stress the importance of keeping your coins in the best condition possible. So, how can you find out if your 1967 penny is worth a fortune? Start by taking a close look at your coin. Is it shiny, with no scratches, dents, or signs of wear? If so, you might be onto something. Next, consider getting it professionally graded. You can send your coin to a professional grading service like the PCGS or NGC. They will examine your penny and assign it a grade based on its condition. Remember, the higher the grade, the higher the value. Let's talk about some of the key features you should look for in a valuable 1967 no mint mark penny. 1. Sharp details. Check the details of Lincoln's hair, the coat, and the wheat ears on the reverse side. The sharper these details are, the higher the grade of the coin. 2. Brilliant red color. Coins are graded by color as well. A red designation means the coin has retained its original mint luster. These red pennies are the most valuable, especially if they have a brilliant, unblemished shine. 3. No signs of wear, scratches, spots, or tarnishing can significantly reduce a coin's value. If your penny looks like it just came out of the mint, you have a better chance of hitting that jackpot. Now, let's clear up a common question. Why does this penny have no mint mark? As I mentioned earlier, in 1967, the U.S. Mint decided to omit mint marks to reduce the impact of coin hoarding. This means that all pennies produced that year, whether from the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco Mint, will not have a mint mark. However, finding one in pristine condition with all the right features is incredibly rare, and that's where the value comes from. Many collectors are constantly on the lookout for these rare pennies, driving up demand and prices in the market. Auctions are a great place to see just how much people are willing to pay for these rare finds. It's not uncommon for a high-grade 1967 Lincoln penny to fetch thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And in the rarest of cases, they can reach into the millions. But what if your penny isn't in mint condition? Don't worry, you might still be able to sell it for a nice profit. Even average grade 1967 pennies can sell for a few dollars, which is still a great return on a 1-cent coin. So, what should you do next? Start by checking your old coin jars, drawers, and collections. You never know where you might find a hidden gem. If you think you've found a high-quality 1967 Lincoln penny, consider getting it graded by a professional. Who knows, you might just be holding $1 million coin in your hand. That's it for today's video. If you found this information helpful, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more insights on rare coins that could make you rich. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We're diving into a coin that could turn your pocket change into a fortune. That's right, we're talking about the 1965 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This unassuming coin, often overlooked by many, could be worth a staggering $1.7 million. So, if you have any old pennies lying around, you might want to check them closely because one of them could make you a millionaire. Let's start by understanding the history behind the 1965 Lincoln penny. This was a time of significant change in the United States. The country was moving away from silver coins, and there were some major adjustments in the minting process. In 1965, to prevent people from hoarding coins, the U.S. Mint decided to produce pennies without any mint marks. This decision was made to discourage people from collecting coins based on their mint origin, which had been causing a coin shortage. The 1965 Lincoln pennies were produced in 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, none of these pennies carried a mint mark, making it challenging to distinguish where they were minted. This small detail became crucial because it created a bit of a mystery around certain pennies produced that year. Now, you might be wondering what makes this particular penny worth up to $1.7 million. It all comes down to rare errors and variations. The value of a coin like the 1965 Lincoln penny is primarily determined by its rarity, condition, and any errors it might have. Some pennies from this year were struck with unusual errors that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse. This means that the coin was struck twice, causing a noticeable doubling of the design elements, especially around the date, the word Liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." If you find a 1965 penny with these doubling effects, you could be holding a very valuable piece of history. So, how can you tell if your 1965 Lincoln penny is one of the rare ones worth a fortune? Here are some key features to look for. First, examine the coin under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Look closely at the date, particularly the numbers 1, 9, 6, and 5. If you notice any doubling or extra lines, you might have a double die penny. Next, check the lettering on the coin. Focus on the word Liberty and the motto, "In God We Trust." Doubling here can significantly increase the value of your penny. Another feature to be aware of is the coin's overall condition. Coins graded as mint state or uncirculated are worth significantly more than those that are worn out or damaged. The higher the grade, the higher the value. If you think your coin is in good condition, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. Lastly, there's a rare error known as the transitional error. Some 1965 pennies were accidentally struck on the leftover silver planchets from 1964, instead of the usual copper ones. This makes the coin appear shinier and lighter in color compared to typical 1965 pennies. If you suspect you have one of these silver planchet errors, it's worth getting it authenticated because it could fetch an enormous sum at auction. If you're lucky enough to find a 1965 Lincoln penny with any of these rare errors, the next step is to figure out how to sell it. The best approach is to get it professionally graded. Coin grading companies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are highly trusted and can help confirm the authenticity and condition of your coin. Once your coin is graded, you can list it for sale on platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Stax Bowers. Make sure to do your research to understand the current market value of similar coins before listing yours for sale. This way, you'll have a better idea of what collectors are willing to pay. You can also take your coin to a local coin shop or a coin show to get offers from dealers. However, keep in mind that selling through an auction or online platform might get you a better price, especially if your coin has rare features that could spark a bidding war. There have been several instances where 1965 Lincoln pennies with rare errors have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. For example, A 1965 penny with a clear double-die obverse was sold at an auction for over $40,000. Imagine finding one of these in your old coin jar. But that's not all. Some collectors are willing to pay even more for pennies in perfect mint condition. In fact, the highest recorded sale of a 1965 no-mint mark penny reached an astonishing $1.7 million. This coin was not only in pristine condition but also featured a unique error that made it one of a kind. Segment 6. Tips for coin collectors. If you're interested in collecting coins or simply want to try your luck at finding one of these valuable pennies, here are a few tips. First, always check your pocket change. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Many people have discovered rare coins just by paying attention to the loose change they receive. Second, consider investing in a good magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. This will help you spot minute details and errors that could make your penny worth a fortune. Third, if you're serious about coin collecting, educate yourself. Join coin collecting forums, watch videos, read books, and keep up with the latest news in the coin world. The more you know, the better your chances of identifying a valuable coin. So there you have it. The fascinating story of the 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that could be worth as much as $1.7 million. It's incredible to think that a simple penny could hold such immense value. So the next time you come across a 1965 penny, take a closer look. It might just change your life. We're diving deep into one of the most intriguing coins in American history. We're talking about the 1992 Lincoln penny with the Denver mint mark. A coin that could be hiding in your pocket change and could be worth up to an astonishing $1.8 million. That's right, one single penny could change your life, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it. So make sure to stick around until the end of this video, because you won't want to miss this valuable information. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since it was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The penny has gone through several design changes over the years, but in 1992, something truly special happened. The U.S. Mint released millions of Lincoln pennies, but only a few of them had a significant and valuable difference that collectors are now paying huge amounts for. We're talking about the 1992 penny with a rare variation known as the closed AM design. Now you might be wondering, what makes this penny worth so much money? Well, it all comes down to a tiny but crucial detail in the design. In 1992, the U.S. Mint was preparing to change the reverse design of the Lincoln penny for the upcoming years. On the reverse side of the coin, where it says, America, there's a small space between the letters A and M. Most 1992 pennies have a wide AM, where there's a noticeable gap between these two letters. However, a few pennies that were mistakenly struck with the closed AM design, which was supposed to be used starting in 1993. These rare 1992 pennies with the closed AM design are now incredibly valuable to collectors. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable pennies? First, you'll need to take a close look at the back of your 1992 penny, specifically at the word America. If the A and M in America are almost touching, with only a very narrow space between them, you could have a close AM penny. It's also important to check the mint mark. This rare version only comes from the Denver Mint, so you're looking for a small D below the date on the front of the penny. If your penny has both the closed AM design on the back and a D mint mark on the front, you might just have a treasure worth up to $1.8 million. The reason these pennies are so valuable is due to their rarity. Out of the millions of pennies minted in 1992, only a handful have been found with the closed AM design. These coins were essentially a minting error, making them a collector's dream. The rarity of these coins, combined with the demand from collectors looking to complete their sets, has driven the value of the 1992 closed AM penny to sky-high prices. In some cases, these pennies have been auctioned off for hundreds of thousands of dollars, with one of the highest known sales reaching a staggering $1.8 million. If you think you've found a 1992 closed AM penny, the first thing you should do is get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service. Companies like PCGS and NGC specialize in grading coins, and they can confirm whether your penny is the rare close AM variety. A certified close AM penny will fetch a much higher price at auction than an uncertified one. Remember, condition also plays a big role in determining the value. A penny in near mint condition, free of scratches and wear, can be worth significantly more than one that's been heavily circulated. Once your penny is authenticated and graded, you have several options for selling it. You can take it to a coin dealer, sell it through an auction house, or even list it online on platforms like eBay. Auctions, especially those held by reputable houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, can be a great way to reach serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins. Remember, the coin market can be highly competitive, so it's important to do your research and choose the best-selling option to maximize your profit. If you're interested in coin collecting, or even if you're just looking for a potential treasure hidden in your spare change, it's worth taking the time to check every 1992 penny you come across. Grab a magnifying glass, take a close look at the America on the reverse side, and don't forget to check for that D mint mark. Who knows? You could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. And remember, even if you don't find a 1992 D close AM penny, there are plenty of other valuable coins out there just waiting to be discovered. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on future videos about valuable coins, rare collectibles, and ways to turn your pocket change into serious cash.